Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, 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 hello. Good evening and a warm welcome to the Splash Point Jazz Show. Why, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Hello, and a very, very warm welcome to my colourful new studio. What do you think? I've got a few more colours in tonight and a different camera. Hopefully you can still see me all right, and Sue when she appears. Where are you? Do you like that? Do you like the colours in the background? Well, I like them anyway. So who have we got in? We have got, if my mouse serves me correctly, which it might do. Well, Wendy was first in. Well done, Wendy. Good evening. And who else we got? David, good evening. Good evening, Kim and David. Hello, the other David. Hello, Sue Richardson, whoever she is. Pam Keane is in with her hopefully healed eye. Tina's in. Who else we got? Peter Gore. Good evening, Peter, again. Nice to have you back. This mouse is so dodgy. Jeff's in from York. Hello, Jeff. How you doing? Let's hope the second year of shows is as good as the first. Another year. Can it be? Thanks, Jeff. Starting us off on the right note. Is it going to be another year? Surely no. Kate's in. Hello, Kate and Mark. Hope you like sparkly things. Hope you like the lights. You're back. David's back on Facebook. YouTube should be all right. Anyway, colours look good. Wendy says good. Good. No blue or pink rinse tonight. That's good. Yeah. David likes them. Thank you. Hello, Jane. How you doing? Hello, Jackie. You like the look. Thank you. Oh, it takes me all week to sort this out. But yes, it can't be another year, can it? Kim says the lights look good. Well, see what you think. As we go on with the other views. The thing is, what it really means, all it really matters is, here I am, it just means we're 2.5 weeks from a haircut. Hooray! I don't think my hair's been this long since I was a bit of a sort of hippie rock drummer in my later teenage. Anyway, there you are. Now, you'll probably know if you've seen the newsletter that appropriately, because this is a year and a day, can you believe that, since the first of these, which was just me on my Todd, with one camera, I think, and mono, and I really didn't know what I'm doing. Has it changed? Appropriately, the theme tonight is the 4 seasons that have passed and 12 months that have passed since then. And I was spoilt for choice, ladies and gentlemen, spoilt for choice with songs on those themes, but I tried to keep it strictly to the seasons where I could. So, Wendy's on both platforms, very good, platform 9 3/4 and platform 10. And Kim says, I look a normal colour. Well, there's a first. You obviously haven't seen me in real life for a while. Anyway, so I'm going to kick off with... I'm not doing these in order, okay? It's just in order of what works with the songs. So I'm going to kick off with autumn, because the weather got really rubbish this afternoon, didn't it? And it felt very autumnal. So I'm going to kick off with autumn, if that's all right with you. And even if it isn't, I'm going to do it, frankly. I think you'll know every tune tonight. The fallen leaves pass by my window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, those summer kisses, those sunburned hands I used to hold. And since you went away, the days grow longer, and soon I'll hear old winter song. But I'll miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. The fallen leaves pass by my window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, those summer kisses, those sunburned hands I used to hold. And since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter song, but I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. The fallen leaves pass by my window, the autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, those summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter song, but I'll miss you most of all, my darling, yeah, when autumn leaves start to fall. Yeah, I'll miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. Yes, I'll miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. There we are, we're off. We're off into autumn. And I forgot to change the camera. Sorry about that. Never mind, I have now. A warm welcome if you just joined us. Now, Tina says, hang on, let's go back a bit. Oh, hello, Anne. Good evening. Hi, Anne and Clive. Lovely to have you along. Tina says, in the nicest way, I hope we won't have many more of these lockdown gigs. I know exactly that feeling. As much as they've been fun, and I love having you lot around, obviously. But yeah, it is a bit tiresome, isn't it? Not being able to go out. Looking forward to enjoying you live in the flesh soon. I don't want to get your hopes up, but I did actually have a couple of conversations this week with venues. So, you know, there is a small, tiny light at the end of, but, you know, I'll keep you posted, don't worry. You'll be the first to know. And by the way, if you're not on our newsletter list, you won't be the first to know. Then please sign up. It's just go to the website and it's on the bottom of the page. Jackie says she's changed her mind. My face could be slightly lighter. Which one? Which face? I'm so multifaceted. Okay. I'm going to tempt fate. Shall I play with the tech online? Yeah, go on. How's that? There you go. Your wish is my command, madam. That'll be £15. Thank you. David says, don't worry, and you only missed 2 bars. Yes. Ray says, apologies. Blah, blah, blah. Hello. Keith is in. Hi, Keith. How you doing? Lined up a bottle for each session. Nice start. Excellent. Come on, mouse. Don't let me down. Don't give up on us, baby. That was a mouse song, wasn't it? Who was that? David Soul, wasn't it? Remember that? God, blimey. Starsky and Crutch. Brilliant. Come on, baby. Don't let me down. I can't read the rest of the comments. Right. Looks like David says, looks like everyone's on jazz time tonight. Yeah, very good. Where is the wine? What? Kim says buy a dishwasher. Ah, right, okay. Kim, my wife did, but I did come cheap. I think I'm going to leave those there. Hello, Linda. How you doing? I'm going to plod on with probably the most seasonal song that you can think of, that I can think of. And it's written, of course, by the Gershwin brothers. What was the relationship between the Gershwin brothers? That's right, they were brothers. Just seeing if you're paying attention. They wrote so many great tunes. This one from Porgy and Bess, of course. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your dad is rich, and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. You're gonna spread your little wings and head for the sky. But till that morning, there ain't nothing can harm you. Sweet daddy and mommy, standing by. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. You're gonna spread your little wings and head for the sky. But until that morning, there ain't nothing can harm you. Sweet daddy and mommy, standing by. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. You're gonna spread your little wings and head for the big open sky. But till that morning, nothing can harm you. Sweet daddy and mommy standing by. Sweet daddy and mommy standing by. In the summertime, how was that? Hope you like that. That was, of course, the Gershwins and Summertime. Now, I've got to put my glasses on to read my list. My list is as follows. The next one is we're going... So we started with autumn. We went backwards to summertime. We're going to go backwards again to where we are now, which is, of course... So this next one is a tune that I've never sung before. So if you wouldn't mind, just fasten your seatbelts. And there may be a little turbulence ahead, because it's very tricky. Anyway... But the reason I'm doing this one is because it was written by Tommy Wolfe, who wrote the music, and Fran Landesman, who was a brilliant lyricist. And there's a link here, you see, because let's think. The last album I recorded for Ian Shaw on my record label was called Ghost in Every Bar, and it was the songs of Fran Landesman. And I think Ian did this, on that record. I can't remember. Anyway, playing the piano on that record for Ian to sing was a brilliant pianist called Simon, who is the husband of... I know, are you following this? Sorry, should we start again? Is the husband of Sarah Moule, who's another great singer, and I promised to mention that she has a new album out this week. Sarah Moule, M-O-U-L-E. If you Google that, she has a new album out, which I'm sure will be brilliant with Simon playing on it as well. So anyway, that's why I'm doing this song all about spring. Do I need to say hello to anyone else? Probably. Left-handed mouse, that's going to go badly. There we are. Oh, hi Emma, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hope everything's well and everyone. I think there may be a slight... where are we? Wendy likes that. Tina likes that. Keeson, is that glass number 2 or bottle number 2? Blimey. Am I going to play Stormy Weather? No, I'm not. Because... because I think I did that on the one about the weather. Sorry. But there you go. I played a little bit for you. Just for you, Jane. Anyway, I'm going to do this one all about spring. We're talking about the seasons and possibly the odd month. So here we go. Oh, right, yes. Spring is here, and it's got me feeling like a horse that never left the post. I lie in my room, staring up at the ceiling. Spring can really hang you up the most. College girls are writing sonnets in the tender passion they're engrossed. But I'm on the shelf, just like last year's Easter bonnets. Spring can really hang you up the most. all afternoon. Those birds twitter twit. I know the tune. This is love. This is it. Heard it before, and I know the score. And I've decided that spring is born. Doctors once prescribed a tonic. Sulfur and molasses was the dose. Didn't help a bit. My condition must be chronic. Spring can really hang you up the most. All alone, the party's over. Old Man Winter was a gracious host. But when you keep praying for snow to hide the clover, spring can really hang you up the most. Spring can really hang you up the most. Isn't that a great song? That is an amazing song. I love the lyrics. There's actually another page of lyrics, but I did the version there that Mark Murphy, the wonderful jazz singer Mark Murphy, dearly departed, did. Took my inspiration from him. A pale shadow, but there you are. I did my best. I did it. It's great though, isn't it? That's Fran Landesman and Tommy Wolfe who wrote that. Peter says, well done. Thank you for mentioning stormy emotions, or stormy weather. We've all had stormy emotions, geez, over the last year. I mean, I'm normally a totally placid person. Totally. You know, some people have emotions like this. Mine are just like this. Believe that, you believe anything. But, yeah, this last year with lockdown, jeepers. Let's not go there. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Beat the Intro competition. Now, the obvious one was to do something by Vivaldi, but I'm not going to because it's too obvious. So what I'm going to do is a little tiny bit, the first little theme of a very famous tune, what is often played at weddings, right? So this one needs a little bit more culture here because we're drifting into different territory. I hope you'll get a handle on it. Now, what I want is the title of the tune, as it's known. If you get the composer, that's great. But for this one, this week, just for this week, I just want the title of the tune, okay? Shall I give you a clue? Shall I? All right, I'll give you a clue. It has a month in it. Okay? Got it? Okay, there you go. There's your start of a 10. See if you can tell me what that is. I want the title of the tune. If you get the composer as well, that's brilliant. And by the way, you're going to win a very rare copy of Sue's second album called Emergence. There it is. And this is a beautiful CD. And I'll tell you why I'm giving this one away this evening. There's only I think I've got about 8 copies left in the whole of the record company, because there is a tune on here called Winter. Makes sense, huh? And we may or may not be playing that later. So there you go. By the way, did any of you see in the newsletter, did you like the picture of Audrey Hepburn? Wasn't that great? She was actually at Splash Point. How cool is that? Anyway, has anyone got my tune yet, I wonder? Let's have a look at the massages. Oh, he's on the right lines, but no. We've got Ella's. Oh, hello, Ella. How are you? Arrival of the Queen of Sheba. No. Anyone else? Oh, hi, Amy. Good evening. Welcome. The other David saying, Handle the Wedding March. Well, you're close, but no. Close, but no cigar, because that's usually... you know that one? So, anyway, it's not that one. Sorry, David. Kim says, I know it, don't know the name. I wouldn't want to go to a restaurant with you. Ordering could take some time. Ella says she's already got 10 copies. Have you been flogging them on the internet? God, you can't trust anyone. Ella used to... when I was going to say Ella used to work in our office, actually Ella just used to run the office, and I just showed up occasionally. That's why the company did so well, darling. Thank you. Annie's in from Holland. Scheveningen, good evening. Lovely to have you along. No one's got it yet? Okay, I'm going to give it to you again. Finally, that's what did it. Thank you, Richard. Richard Wilshire is tonight's winner. Because, oh, hang on, you should get some, come on, give him some applause, folks. Thank you. It is indeed the Prince of Denmark's March, often played in weddings, and written by Jeremiah Clarke. There you go. That is brilliant. You should get 2 copies, but I haven't got them. Sorry. So, Richard, I shall post that to you tomorrow. If anyone else is interested, the tune Winter is on this CD, which is on YouTube and Spotify and all the rest of it. The album probably still for sale just about on Amazon. Anyway, there you are. Well done. God, that took a while, didn't it? Never mind. It's quality, not quantity. And that was the other thing. A year ago yesterday, I did the very first one of these, right? I know. Can you believe it? And no, it's gone. That. Splash Point. No, it's gone. I don't know what I was going to say. Shame, isn't it? My pleasure, Richard. Lovely to have you along. Wendy says, Vidal. No, I think that's a hairdresser. I think you're thinking of Vivaldi, The Four Seasons. And The Four Seasons, of course, was a brilliant soul group, but let's not go into that. Get on with it, Neil. What's next? Oh, yes. Yes, talking of which, I had a very odd request this week. Very, very odd. So I'm going to incorporate it into the next tune. The next tune is called Summer Samba. So I'm going to take you to Brazil a couple of times this evening. So this one's Summer Samba. You'll see the request when I get there.
Seeing the old man in the closed down market, kicking up the paper with his worn out shoes. his eyes you see no pride, hand held loosely by his side. Yesterday's paper selling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Have you seen the old girl who walks the streets of London? Dirt in her hair and her clothes in rags. She's no time for talking, she just keeps on, right on walking, carrying her home in 2 carrier bags. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. In the all-night cafe at 11:15, same old man sitting there on his own, looking at the world over the rim of his teacup. Each cup lasts an hour, then he wanders home alone. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Have you seen the old man outside the Seaman's Mission? Memory fading with the ribbons that he wears. In our winter city, the rain don't give much pity for one more forgotten hero in a world that doesn't care. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Well, I hope you like that smishing together of 2 tunes. Summer Samba, which is in our theme, and the other one is obviously Ralph Mctell, from 1969, I believe, released in this country 1974.
and a massive hit. And that has the reason I agreed to put that in, and it got past the committee in my head. No, it didn't. Yes, it did. Was because of the following. For a start, it means a lot to me, that song, even though I've never sung it before, because when I was Nipper, when I was about 12, I remember there was a form show in my junior school, I suppose, whatever it was, and two of my friends sang it. One of them played the guitar and the other one they both sang, and I just thought, wow, that's so amazing. I could never do that. Turns out I couldn't. So that was, and I remember feeling, oh, you know that feeling you have, I'll never be anything. I still have that. Anyway, that's one thing. But the main reason is, obviously, that's about homelessness. And, well, I've had some experience of that, helping people out in that situation, and I know how miserable it can be. However, can you imagine being homeless during a pandemic? And I've had some experience of that as well. And let me tell you, it was awful. Because, you know, you don't want to go into hospital. The guy I'm thinking of, he was frightened of getting COVID and da-da-da. And then he ends up getting COVID, going to hospital, and, you know, just horrible. So anyway, the point is, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a year of this, and we might be going, oh, Gordon Bennett. But it could have been a lot worse. If you're watching this, you're probably not homeless, but if you are, lovely to have you along. But if you've got a roof over your head, if we all have, and we are alive, then we're not doing too bad. So remember shelter, and it's a year-round thing. It's a year-round thing. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's cheer you up with another spring tune, I think. Shall I do a spring song? Yes. This one is... Actually, this is going to hit two things. Both a season and a place, one of my favourite places. See if anyone knows the name of this tune by the end of it, okay? Like as if I play it recognisably. This is on a CD by my ultimate hero pianistically, who is Oscar Peterson. See if you know this tune. I think we're going on a cruise ship with this one. There was a little clue there at the end. I hope you got that. Did you get that? Anyone know the name of that tune? I'm imagining Richard, you will know, because Richard's a very fine pianist. Keith's on number 3, blimey. Bottle? I Love Paris. Yes, Jackie, that's right. I Love Paris in the Springtime. Yes, thank you. Glad you liked it. Thank you for all the hearts and everything. And Jeff Todd, Cole Porter. There's people of erudition and good taste on this evening. That's why I keep coming back for more. It's for me to see you, really. That's why I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about the other way around. And by the way, thank you for tuning in and everything. And it's the moment you've all been waiting for when we bring in the brass department. Feeling brassy? Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. There she is.
Evening.
There is Susan.
Hello.
Sue Richardson's Sue Richardson is in the house, or in the studio anyway.
I haven't been out of the house. That's the trouble.
Now we're going to continue the seasonal theme, and David's very happy that you're here with trumpet emojis. Sandra's in. Guten Abend. Wie geht's? Geht's gut? Good. Alles klar? Ja. Good, I'm glad we got that out of the way. That's my entire repertoire of German. So that's enough of that. And we're going to start with a medley of vegetables, a medley of 2 tunes.
2 tunes.
Tell us about this medley.
It's spring, innit? What more do you want to know? It's a spring medley.
God, it's hard to
Actually,
get
it's
word in
almost
edgeways.
3 because there's a little bit of a fanfare.
Oh, okay.
But not the Prince of Denmark.
Okay, yeah, we've had enough of him this evening. Although there's enough, other princes are available.
I think he might have been my grade 3 trumpet piece.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So this is Sue's spring medley. We are in spring. Just don't look out the window if you're in the UK, because you won't believe we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2. 1. Spring is here, why doesn't my heart go dancing? Spring is here, why isn't the waltz entrancing? No desire, no ambition leads me. Maybe it's because nobody needs me. Spring is here, why doesn't the breeze delight me? Stars appear, why doesn't the night invite me? Maybe it's because nobody loves me. Spring is here, I hear. Spring is here, why doesn't my heart go dancing? Spring is here, why isn't the waltz entrancing? No desire, no ambition leads me. Maybe it's because nobody needs me. Spring is here, why doesn't my heart go dancing? Stars appear, why isn't the waltz inviting? Maybe it's because nobody loves me. Spring is here, I hear.
Lovely. That was Sue's Spring Medley, and the two tunes were?
Spring is here and Joy Spring. Can I let you into a little trumpet secret?
Go on.
I didn't empty the water out before I started, so I'm not sure if you could hear the rain falling at the beginning there. And then if you're in the middle, you probably saw me going, which was me trying to shake my trumpet to get the water out. And then I realised that no one would be able to see the trumpet and it would just look really odd. Oops.
Could you explain for our listeners and viewers why had you left the trumpet out in the rain? Was that why it was full of water?
No, I'm full of hot air, and when you put that hot air through a trumpet, it condensates and comes out as beautiful distilled water all over the floor.
I think there's another name for that, but we won't go into that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just thought of something else. Oh, good. Going back to... My God, she's gone. Oh, she's back.
I'm here, sorry.
I thought she'd
I'm
been
not
taken
having
up.
a good day.
She's been taken up. Anyway, what was I saying? I just thought something else to do with the streets of London. The streets of Rio, it reminded me of, because I had what I call one of my two musical born-again moments in those... in Rio, and you did too. Do you remember that? We were working on ship. Sorry if you've heard this before, but if you haven't, well, hopefully you'll enjoy it. Anyway, working on ship, stopped in Rio. We kept stopping, but there was no time to go. And then on the last time we were there, we had an overnighter. We played on the ship, finished at midnight, went out, tried to go to this place called Archos de Lapa, which is where all the people come down from the favelas, which is the slums, and they play samba all night long. And 4 taxis refused to take us. They said, it's too dangerous. We're not going to take you. And we'd been told, look, it's fine, especially if you're musicians, because they know we haven't got anything worth nicking, but because it was quite crime-ridden. But anyway, we eventually got there in the 5th taxi with another friend from the ship. And our deadline was the sun going up. Because we knew that was when the ship was leaving. And we were there for hours and hours and hours. And sure enough, there's 3,000 people under this incredible aqueduct, I think it is, in Rio, and just playing music with, playing real, genuine samba with a lot of instruments that were made from junk and little... what's the little guitar called? Someone will tell me. Cavajino or something. The little guitar and some percussion. It was basically just pure stripped down music, stripped down to voice, percussion, and a tiny bit of harmony on these little guitars. And it was just astounding. We were in tears a lot of the time. They really embraced us in the thing. Do you remember embracing? And got us playing. And it was just, we just felt, oh my God, this is, these are people who got nothing. We were so lucky to be able to go back and felt guilty, but let's move on. And anyway, the point being that in my view, for me, that's where music comes from. It's from the heart. It's from the heartbeat, its natural rhythm. Anyway, there you go. That's enough pontificating. Never, they say, never. So on that note, we're going to take you into winter. So that's the one we haven't done. Here is Sue's tune called Winter. Hang on. 2, hang on. 1, 2. Lovely, Sue. That was beautiful. What a great tune that is. That's Winter off Sue's album, Emergence. Right, we've got time for one more, ladies and gentlemen. Any more witty comments coming in? Jackie says, Sue, you're looking bright and cheerful. That's good. Judy's in.
I just have to tell Emma I'm wearing the flower ones, the big flower ones. Oh, hang on, which way do I have to go? That way. I can't do it.
Over there.
Yeah, the big flower ones that Anna inspired me to make.
So we're going to leave you with another month reference. It's coming up next month, April the 12th, 2.5 weeks to a haircut. Oh my goodness. So here's one about a month. And by the way, did you get the Beat the Intro thing? It was Prince of Denmark's March. Anyway, I do like a rubbish pun. This is I'll Remember April. Thank you for watching. Thank you for dropping a tip in the jar on your way out. Please tell your friends. And we will see you next week for our 49th show, my 49th live stream. And we'll see you soon. This is I Remember April.
Or can we call it I'll Remember Annie, because it's her birthday tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Happy birthday, Annie.
Happy birthday, Annie.
1, 2, This lovely day will lengthen into evening. We'll say goodbye to all we ever had. Alone where we have walked together. I remember April and be glad. I'll be content. You loved me once in April. Your lips were warm and love and spring when you. But I'm not afraid of autumn and her sorrow, for I remember April and you. The fire will dwindle into glowing embers, for flames of love live such a little while. I won't forget and I won't be lonely. I remember April and I'll smile. This lovely day will lengthen into evening. We'll say goodbye to all we ever had. Alone where we have walked together. I remember April and be glad. I'll be content. You loved me once in April. Your lips were warm and love and spring when you. But I'm not afraid of autumn and her sorrow, for I remember April and you. The fire will dwindle into glowing embers, for flames of love live such a little while. I won't forget and I won't be lonely. I remember April and I'll smile.
How about that? Thank you very much. That was I'll Remember April with Sue Richardson, myself, Neal Richardson. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. I'm glad, Judy, thank you. You like the lighting. Hope that was clear for everyone. And we will see you next week, same time, same place, for our 49th live stream, would you believe? Anyway, there you go. Thank you for listening and watching. Please buy a ticket on the way out, as it were. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And we will see you next week. Thank you and good night.
Bye.